If you're getting Premiere Pro error code 29, also known as error compiling movie, don't worry, because in this video, I'm going to walk you through the most effective fixes step by step so you can get your export working again. This error usually happens when Premiere Pro runs into a communication problem with your graphics card, or GPU, during export or rendering. In simple terms, Premiere is trying to process a frame, an effect, or a section of your timeline, and the GPU hits something it can't handle. The good news is that in most cases, you can fix it without reinstalling everything or starting your project over. If this video helps you out, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more Premiere Pro tutorials, troubleshooting tips, and editing fixes. Alright, let's jump in. The first thing I want you to try is the fastest and most reliable fix, and that is switching from hardware encoding to software encoding. This forces Premiere Pro to use your processor, or CPU, instead of relying on the GPU for the final export. To do that, go to the Export tab in Premiere Pro. Once you're there, look under the Video section and scroll down until you find Encoding Settings. Inside that area, you should see a Performance drop-down. If it's set to Hardware encoding, change it to Software encoding. This one change often solves error code 29 right away because it bypasses the part of the export process that is causing the conflict. After changing it, try exporting the video again and see if the issue is gone. If that does not fix the problem, the next step is to change the project renderer. Sometimes the issue is not just the export settings, but the way the entire project is being handled behind the scenes. To adjust that, go up to File, then choose Project Settings, and then click General. In the Video Rendering and Playback section, you'll see the Renderer option. Change it to Mercury Playback Engine Software Only. This tells Premiere Pro to avoid GPU acceleration for rendering and playback, and instead use software-based processing. Click OK to save the change, then go back and test your export again. For many users, especially when a project has a problematic effect or clip, this can make a big difference. Now let's move on to another very important fix, and that is clearing the media cache. Over time, Premiere Pro stores cache files and preview data to speed up editing, but if those files become corrupted, they can trigger export errors, like error code 29. To clear them, go to Edit, then Preferences, and then Media Cache. In that window, click Delete under the section that says Remove Media Cache Files. When prompted, choose the option to delete all media cache files from the system, so you're starting fresh. This can remove corrupted preview data that may be causing the GPU to fail at a specific frame or effect. Once the cache is deleted, restart Premiere Pro if needed and try the export again. Another thing you should check is your graphics drivers. Since this is a hardware-related error, driver stability matters a lot. If you're using an NVIDIA graphics card, make sure you are using the Studio driver instead of the Game Ready driver. Studio drivers are usually more stable for Adobe applications and creative software. Game Ready drivers are often optimized for gaming performance, but they can sometimes cause issues in editing workflows. While you're at it, if you're working with H.265 or HEVC footage, make sure the HEVC video extensions are installed from the Microsoft Store. Without proper HEVC support, Premiere Pro may struggle when decoding or exporting that footage, which can contribute to export failures. If the export keeps failing at the exact same percentage every time, that usually points to a specific clip, effect, or section in your timeline. For example, if it always stops at 50%, that is a big clue that something at that point is causing the failure. Start by noting the timecode where the export stops, then go to that exact point in your sequence and inspect the clips, transitions, and effects around it. A great troubleshooting step is to right-click the section and choose Nest, which can sometimes help Premiere process that part more cleanly. You can also try removing heavy effects like warp stabilizer, complicated third-party presets, or anything that places a lot of demand on the GPU. If the export works after removing one element, you've likely found the source of the problem. If you want to be extra thorough, you can also test the project by exporting a smaller section around the problem area. That can help confirm whether the issue is tied to one clip or one effect rather than the whole timeline. Then you can rebuild that section more safely, one piece at a time, until the export works again. So to recap, the main fixes for Premiere Pro error code 29 are switching to software encoding, changing the renderer to Mercury Playback Engine Software Only, clearing the media cache, updating to stable graphics drivers, and identifying the exact problem clip if the export fails at the same point each time. In most cases, one of these steps will get your export running again. If this tutorial helped you fix the error, please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel for more Premiere Pro fixes, editing tips, and software tutorials just like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.